The residents will tell you, Anse-la-Raye is the most beautiful village on the west coast. It is surrounded by lush green mountains and the Caribbean Sea. But the residents know too well, the location is both a blessing and a curse. What makes Anse-la-Raye such an attraction also results in major destruction, and it has happened time and time again.
My name is REEVES Lawrence. I am a councillor on the Anse-la-Raye Constituency Council. I can remember as far as Hurricane Janet and Hurricane Edith. That was when I was a youngster. I remember this village being flooded. And for years after, that flooding has continued.
Anse-la-Raye is flanked by lush green hills, the source of the biggest threat to the community, water. It is channeled by two major rivers, one to the north in the St. Lawrence area, and the other, known as Grand Riviere, lies at the foot of the hills to the south. And then there is the sea to the west. Combined, these water sources make for a deadly combination.
Flooding will always be our problem, although some of it has been mitigated over time with the government program where they did some work a few years ago, but the flooding will continue. And this happens because of our geographic location. We have the hills on the north, to the south, to the east, and when all this water comes into the village, the community, you can imagine what can happen.
Storms, sea surges, overflowing rivers and waterways have inundated this beautiful village, resulting in property damage, discomfort, dislocation, and distrust from unfulfilled promises of help.
What has happened over the years is that people have lost a lot of their properties.
Thankfully, there's been no loss of life from flooding, but lives have been impacted and disrupted, with most continuing to live in poverty, unsanitary, and unsafe conditions. Cyprian Martin owns a business on Bridge Street. He lives upstairs and so has been spared major damage to his personal effects. But the bar he runs downstairs has been inundated every time there is a major flood. Floodwaters have come through the window and destroyed his stock, refrigerator, and everything below the counter. Relocation is not an option. Cyprian has built his life here, and in any case, he can't afford to move.
I have no space to live. I have no place there. I born there, I have no place to live. And I cannot say, I will buy your piece out and I don't have no cash for that.
DOWISKE's SERAPHIN was 13 when Tropical Storm Debbie washed away his home at St. Lawrence. It was a traumatic experience.
It was just like a lick. It was just like a lick, I could say. Because that time there, I was even afraid in that time there because I was a little boy and first time I ever saw that. And then we was in a house, we was there, my father was trying to take off different things, to put up on different things, suddenly, you know. And a certain time we just feel like the house just drift through the back. Like left the balcony itself, it left the balcony and it drift to the back. So we had to take off my mother, drove her next side because they had some guys who was giving us rope because the current was so strong. The current was so strong, we had to end up giving us rope to make us swing from the other side. That is where all passed there with the vehicle. We end up crossing from the next side. End up there in that time there, we stayed there for a while. We crossed our mother, my father and I. We brought my mother from the next side. We came back to grab some little clothes and different stuff. We had a lot of work to do. The road was muddy. We had to carry water from over there, start cleaning our houses. Everything was destroyed inside of us. Everything. We had clothes, all our clothes, everything. Everything was destroyed. Trust me, everything was destroyed. They said they would have given us a help, like the government people would have given us some help, but they said that, but we never get no help.